Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Green will come in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick-6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer... Look at this! Middle of the field, a breakaway! Touchdown, Cowboys! Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
An extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46. Good.
Here's Prescott. Open man Lamb. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb,
82 yards.
and the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
They go play action with Hurts.
Going deep here for Watkins.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. The big fella. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Cowboys 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Kill. 47.
Prescott. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line.
Kill.
Throwing, Prescott. And the reception made by Green. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up for the 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Again, it's Elliott. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And this time he is in. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10.
And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. He's got Smith here. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, check that.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it will set him back for 2nd down.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long.
Hurts.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside give to Elliott. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 10th carry now for Allen. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Prescott. That's good. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got Sanders on the out route. It's caught.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught by Watkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And you get the sense, as I'm sure they got the sense, they might have picked up a good one here, maybe a little diamond in the rough via trade.
Maybe just need a change in scenery, a new city, maybe different motivation, but they believe they've got a good one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. Out of the gun now on third down. Under pressure, they got him again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Elliott. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Prescott now. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
46.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Prescott on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
3rd and long for Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded at the 20. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
19 tight.
Now on 2nd and 13. Hurts. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. It's fielded at the 45. There goes Green. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. He goes 55 yards on the punt return. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now here's the option play going left. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up. Losing yardage back at the 35. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Hurts will throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Throwing, Prescott. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A first down carry by Elliott. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Elliott going to get it again on second down. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.